Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create this fruit dresser for kids using chart. The material I used is one cardboard, two pink chart, one green chart, one glue and one marker, pencil and scissor. So first thing is the cardboard. So I want to make that fruit dresser for the 3-year-old son, and have to be straight without bending. So I used cardboard as a base for that. So this cardboard is about 46 centimeter in width. So I am just going to divide into 23 centimeter each. So I just mark the center at the 23 centimeter, just dividing the width by 2. So 46 centimeter divided by 2 is 23. So I mark the center at 23, and I'm just drawing the oval shape. So I'm going to create the dragon fruit dress up. So for the dragon fruit, it's like a oval shape. First I draw the oval shape first, and once again I draw uh, you know for the dragon fruit, it is broader at the top and narrow at the bottom of the fruit. So, while drawing second time, I just make sure the the top part is broader, and the bottom part is little bit narrow compared to the top one. So I just made the shape and just cut it down with the scissor. So this part I'm not going to waste it, so I'm just going to use this for creating the crown at for the head. So I just created a simple stripe. I will just make use of that later. So this is the two part we left from that circle in the bottom. So I'm just going to make that useful by adding at the neck, so that my 3-year-olds are not going to feel any itchy, or like it is, we should make him feel like comfortable. So I just made little bit comfortable at the neck. So I just created like this. I just joined that two part into a single one, like a neck, t-shirt neck, and I'm going to attach it to the dragon body. So this neck part is about 22 centimeter. I measured it. So 22 by 2 is 11. So at the center, I'm going to fix the center, the dragon center part. So from that line, I'm going to measure 11 centimeter each side. Make sure it is at the center, and I'm going to paste it. So I make sure it is exactly 11 centimeter each. So yeah, I'm going to apply glue and fix it well. This I'm using Camlin white glue. So then I'm going to add the chart over it. This is the pink chart, and I have used two pink chart and one green chart. So for the first, I'm just making sure I have a one layer perfect pink layer of dragon base. So I'm just going to measure the size of the dragon body part, and I'm just going to cut the chart for that size, for that width. Then so I just folded it with that length, and then I just cut it down. So now the cutter the I just cut it down that part, and I'm going to apply the glue over the cardboard and attach the chart, pink chart over it fully. And I just want it to be folded a little bit to the back side, to make sure it will not come out after some hours, or if my son pull it out, something like that. So I want to make sure it is highly secured to avoid from getting removed from the cardboard. So I just left some gaps in the back side, and using the glue I just folded it down and it really well. So this is how I pasted it. Since it is the back side one, I'm not paying that much attention to make it look more classy or something like that. Just randomly, I'm just folded it and pasted it really well. So yeah, this is ready, and at the neck part as well, I'm just gonna apply the glue, and near the V part, I'm going to cut the chart to that V shape itself, and I'm going to paste it as well. So yeah, now I pasted it all at the back side. Now it is highly safe. It will not pull out. No one can pull it out from the cardboard. So now the dragon fruit have like layers of something like petals like thing over it. So I'm just going to make that using that remaining chart from which is left behind from the chart we have cut it out before. And also I'm making use of the another chart that I have. So I'm going at the bottom of the dragon, the petals are a little bit small compared to the top, so I'm just created a petal like shape, like a random shape. It's not going to be really perfect one, similar one, so I didn't maintain any symmetry. So the fruit is all about random shapes. So I just drawn a random shape which is like a petal like shape, not like rose petal, something like a broad and wide with a high, how to say, it's like tall and narrow. That's the thing. So it has the dragon petals has like something like green like shades at the uh, edge of each petal like thing. So I just used green color chart, since we when while we cutting it down we feel highly uncomfortable. So I just made a piece, square like piece with a measuring size, and then cut it down to the shape of that petal that we have already drawn. So, and I'm just adding some details to the green color chart to make it look like this, and I'm just going to apply glue over it. So these green and pink chart are going to be in same shape at the corners. So this is how it's going to be. So I'm just going to make it like a layers one over another like that. So at the bottom the petals going to be really small. So I just added two small petals like thing at the bottom, and I just added the glue, and I'm not going to add glue to the entire petal. Just at the bottom I'm just going to apply the glue to make sure it is like coming out like really a dragon, how it would look like. At the bottom of that petal it will be like pasted one, at the top it going to be like open, something like that. So moving outwards like that. So I just pasted it at the bottom, and like a layers, we should not make like one one another touching each other, not like that. It is like one over another. So just behind it I'm just adding the another petal and making it look better. And now I'm going to add some bigger petals. This goes some the bottom part of the petal going to be hiding behind that smaller petals. So measure and draw accordingly, and I just cut it down the piece and added the green colors as I have shown before. So I'm going to add all this just first, since I didn't like I didn't have any symmetry like that, so I just randomly drawn it. So now it's highly recommended to first arrange and see which looks better, which arrangement looks better. Just arrange each and another one over another, like this, and if it not looks good like all in the same direction, if you feel like something like that, just change the arrangement and see where it fits well, and looks really random and not everything pointing towards a single point, something not like that. So I want it like spreading out eventually and all in all direction. So I make sure I'm just doing it in that way, and I just adding the glue and attaching it really well. Sometimes, I want it like really it should be like coming out from the bottom. So we should not show any gap between the bottom petal and the newly added petal. So I just inserted it well, really. So then, if something like, if somewhere if it like it is not comfortable, like some glue you have applied it to the before petal is not allowing to insert something like happens like that, then you just crop that newly added petal bottom and fix it accordingly. So I want some more petals. I'm not okay with that edge, so I'm just adding few more petals to that. So same as that way, I'm going to make some rectangle like piece with a narrow width and high, a little bit taller, something like that. And I'm going to add the shape by using scissors, and I'm going to paste them together. So for this, for the bottom petal, the greenish color going to be little bit less, and as it goes top, when you see the dragon fruit, the bottom petal have a little bit greenish edge, and as it goes forward to the top, you can see that there is more green part at the petals. So I'm doing that way. So you can see at the bottom petals the green color is also really less, and as we move towards the top, I'm adding the length of the green color a little bit more. So these two petals have really more greenish shades. So I'm just fixing it accordingly. If it doesn't fit well, just I'm just going to crop the corners and fix it well. So yeah, this is how I just added the petals. Since if you want more petals, you can add near the neck as well, big. But I don't feel. I just added few more petals laterwards, so I didn't show that in this video. At the corners I added, but not at the near the neck part, because she is just 3 year old boy, so he not going to feel comfortable with that. So I just left as it is. So now for each petal, I just felt like something is missing, so I just want to add more details to it. So I'm using the old note to keep behind, and I'm just going to draw the edges to show some more details using the black marker. So everything is okay with the dragon fruit. Now I want to make the crown part for the head, so I just create something like this, and going to attach the green color, the green color chart. I'm just cutting it and gonna paste it over that strap like thing. So this is something like this, and then I'm just going to attach that corners of this strap with the chart inside and the outside. So before that, I'm going to show you how to create the petal for this. If you see the dragon fruit crown, it is like everything pointed to a particular point. So I just making sharp petals like thing, all pointed, not like a left director, right director, not something like that. I'm just going to make all like a sharp thing. I just crop it out. For this, I'm not going to add any pink color shade, just a green color crown. It itself is more than enough. So now it is ready. I'm going to add border like black lines using the marker. This is really good idea, I feel, because this shows few more details of that dragon fruit really well. So now it is ready. Now I'm going to paste the corners using the green chart itself, from inside as well as from outside. Now I'm pasting it from inside, and outside also I'm going to paste, but I didn't show it that in the video. So now it is ready. This glue really needs some time. If you paste it with more glue, it's not going to fix immediately. So we have to make it dry a little bit and then fix it. So now, if this is optional part, if you want you can make this, or if you don't want, just leave it. This is not going to make much of the difference. But if I know, I more or less approximately I know that head size of my son, so I don't need this. But if you if you don't know the head size of your kid, this will be really helpful. So even it is like your child size head size is small, not going to no loose knots or something like that. This part will make sure it is at the head itself. So now I'm just folding the petals little bit to make it look like a leaves like thing, and adding that. I'm just adding glue at the bottom and adding all all that to the crown part. So something like this. So you can try this method for layered like fruits, something like lychee. So, lychee has that something like that, and for pineapple. So, but you don't need for watermelon or apple, some plain fruits. For that you don't need this method because it's not having any layers kind of thing. So this dragon, like, it has a layer kind of something petal like thing. So I just made this design. So I'm just going to add two holes at the neck part to from the neck tie it on the neck. so I made it like this a little bit adjustable kind of thing. So from the front side I just added the thread, then on the other side also I'm just added from the front side, and just made some knots at the back side. And if make sure you just have lengthy one, so that if you feel like it's like more length, or the dragon is going more down, you can just adjust them to the level, to the height of your kid. So at the side near the chest I'm just adding two holes and the thread. So I just make sure it's lengthy little bit to knot it to the kid very comfortably. So yeah, this is the final look. It's highly appreciated by my friends. If you like it, please subscribe and support.